And so that's been one of the really big things for me, is really just working through the medicine and seeing reality in a more malleable way, and understanding time and life and all of these things from a perspective where I have more ability to mold the reality that I want to be in. I just have to allow myself to get rid of the rigid structure that has been programmed into my mind and my understanding of what it's supposed to look like. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I'm so glad you brought it up too, because you really just now hit the nail on the head when you said, going into the program, right?
Mhm.
Because that's exactly what it is. So it's like when you say, to what end, right? It's going to differ for each person, because each person has their own program that they're running through, and their whole life is literally based on, one program that is, it can be like a broken record. You're just going, around and around and around, and your life just continues, same major picture show, but different people acting out, the same parts. And like it's just a program that's just continuing to run, that was, instilled in us as a child. But in that understanding, the program is, based on your subconscious. And so that subconscious, that, if you go to do work with, like say, Joe Dispenza, he talks about going in and reprogramming the subconscious. But all of these people have, like, the main situation, and that situation is, how do we get into the subconscious to reprogram it? Well, that is Bufo.
Yep.
You see?
It's a direct shot. It's like an arrow into it.
Literally, when you take Bufo, you go into your subconscious, and you can reprogram the subconscious there. That's why I tell people, be really clear with your intention, because this is, very much so. I mean, this is, if the industry understood what this medicine can do, my God, can you imagine?
Oh my gosh. I would fear for the frogs.
Exactly. Well, there it is. Exactly. But again, that's kind of the same idea too, is when we have this medicine, the sacred medicine, that is literally giving us the opportunity to create heaven on earth, then once people really get away from the constant, like, oh, I'm gonna heal this, I'm gonna heal this, I'm gonna heal this. It goes back to the same thing you were saying. Well, okay, great, to what end?
Yeah.
Because it's become very much of a fad. You look around, everyone's doing this kind of healing and this kind of healing. Okay, great, but for what?
Yeah.
Like, I guess the greater question is, okay, what's going to happen when everybody's all healed up?
Yeah. What does healing look like?
That's the idea. Like, let's get there.
Yeah.
And that is where I feel Bufo is mainly going into that realm of getting, the people who understand the power of this medicine to go into, in order to create that, to create the now what, the heaven on earth that, that is so really simple. When you go into Bufo, it's all just so simple. It's just like, there it is. Well, why didn't I know this?